You are Locked On Texas Tech, your daily podcast on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Mac Leftwich and his assessment of West Virginia's defense, because it seemed to be a theme of attacking, blitzing, pressure on the quarterback, trying to wreak havoc at the line or behind the line of scrimmage, which is just great with a quarterback in the regular season finale that at least has one non-broken leg. Here is offensive coordinator Mac Leftwich.
I think they're really aggressive on defense, one of the highest blitz percentages that we've seen so far this year. So they do a bunch of different stuff from a pressure standpoint, present a bunch of different looks for you in the box. And so, I think for our guys, the good thing is this week it will be a challenge in preparation. And so I think that keeps them pretty locked in and focused in because this is the type of defense, if you're not locked in, if you're not, communicating at a high level, they can cause a sack or a TFL, big negative play, in an instance. So we got to be on top of our game for sure whenever we go out there.
And another week, Chris, where I'll just be begging for a ground game to hopefully maybe slow down some of that pass rush or some of that aggression Barron's way.
Well, who West Virginia is that this kind of goes for both sides of the ball, but they're a try-hard bunch. They are playing hard. They have not checked it in. I did wonder about UCF in the last game that you played. I'm like, man, I think they're just wanting to get to the offseason. That's what it looks like to me because you tapped them out. I think West Virginia is legitimately like playing hard, and they're just limited with all that they can do defensively. It's a group that is a bit undersized. They don't have a lot of bulk on the interior. And they do blitz a lot. I think they feel like, let's just screw it. Let's just send pressure. Let's force some mistakes. But there's a problem with that, is that they are one of the worst teams in the country at giving up passing yards. I think they give up 254 a game on average. It's like 117th or something. They give up nearly 4 pass plays a game that are 20-plus yards, if you want to consider those like explosives, which is not great. They don't, this is on paper. That's where the advantage is. Actually, it's throwing it. And it's going to be mid 30s, upper 30s, maybe lower 40s, whatever for most of this game on Saturday. I don't think they're expecting much wind at all. I don't think it's supposed to be. Now it could change, much rain or snow. It'll just be colder. And, But your advantage technically may be catching them in these blitzes. Let me throw a screen to Jacoby Williams while you're all sitting in the house, and away he goes. That's where they have struggled, and I think that is because I'm like you. Colder weather, this is what Joey wants. Go stop the run and go ram it right down their throat. Get out in 2.5 hours. Get on a plane. Come home, get ready for who's next in Arlington, Texas.
That's right.
But they are trying to press you into making some throws, making some, and so I think you might, I don't know, we'll kind of see the chess match there, but that's kind of statistically it's pretty lopsided on, because I think they play the run pretty good, but giving up the pass. And your Carters and your Jacoby Williamses could have a big day catching the football as well.
I like the sound of that. The guy on the other end of that catching equation, Baron Morton, just off the cuff question for you, because I'm thinking about him on the guts meter, and it's like off the charts performance this year, Chris. I'm thinking about a name like B.J. Simmons or maybe some others that I'm missing who have had some injury they just kind of battled through for an extended period of time, and this one's not over for Barron, but he's got to be ranking among some of the all-timers as far as QBs specifically who have played through some things, and this has gone on from almost word go this season. You've been near this, down on the sideline and elsewhere, covering this program for as long as anybody. BJ is a prominent example in my mind. Are there some others on that list that I think Barron is definitely on now? Legendary, gritty, gutsy years. First, today's episode brought to you by FanDuel, and football is in full force, and FanDuel's keeping you stocked with action every game day with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet only $5, and if your bet hits, you're getting $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. Player props, building a same-game parlay, or even jumping in live as the action unfolds. Any way you like it, FanDuel has you covered. Quick, easy, and secure every time. If you're ready to play, download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet.
Well, we can kind of come full circle here because the last time you were in Morgantown, Tyler Shuck, I think, what did he fracture his ankle? It's like when he drops back and like it's just like he just dropped and his ankle just gave away. And so Barron comes into the game, and one of the first or second plays, it certainly was in the first series, he scrambles around and he's trying to throw it on the run, and he takes a hit, and he suffered a high ankle sprain, and he played through it, but he was far from right. And he was really never right the rest of that year for a while. And so it's just interesting, ironic, however you want to phrase it, that here you go, full circle. In arguably Barron's biggest game of his career, Joey's biggest game of his career. I guess I don't know if it's just all of theirs, but it's this is pretty big. And yes, you're a heavy favorite, but you don't get to coach or play in bigger ones if you don't do this. Don't get the result that you're looking for. But yeah, Barron's. I'll be real curious to see how he plays and how he handles it. How much the week off help him. And I would be wishing for him a clean start and a clean finish, and not have to play the whole game, but also really a really deadly and efficient run game, because nothing will help him more than if you just line up and can gash him a bit. And we'll see. But he's going to throw it. I've kind of dictated as to why that might be smart here a bit ago.
May also wish for him a parka, pullover, or sensible cardigan as well, as apparently the Red Raiders are going to be in for a unique weather experience, I guess, of some variety, at least chillier temps coming up this week.